What's up, YouTube users? I'm Player4, and here in the gaming category, welcome back to Let's Play Rocket League All Achievements. Last time we were here, we completed the rookie difficulty practice drills and played 4v4 games after that. And this time around, we're going to be playing just 4 soccer matches, going back to the basics. So then what exactly is the purpose of this episode? Well, trying to improve, basically. Maybe that'll be the title. So, as I've mentioned many times throughout this LP so far, I'm not playing very well. My win-loss record of 53.3%, it might not seem that bad, just kind of mediocre or average, but compared to what I do when not recording, it's atrocious. In fact, I recently won 7 games in a row while just playing for fun. I don't know what exactly is happening to me in this LP. So, by going back to the basics of playing just 4 soccer matches, I'm going to challenge myself to win 4 out of 4 games. I'm going to try my very best, and I haven't looked at the recent episodes to try and see what I've been doing wrong, but maybe I need to put more focus in. It might be kind of hard to focus on the game while commentating, but I need to do better. Also, another purpose of this episode will be showing off more stadiums, because we're not even close to seeing all of them yet. Let's start by playing in Neo Tokyo, and, well, that's exactly what it is. It appears to be taking place in Tokyo, with all of those bright lights and buildings. It looks really cool, and it's raining here. Might be one of my favorite stadiums. But anyway, blue versus red. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I'm gonna go to this corner here. Okay, so Viper hit it all the way over there. That's really good, that's really good. Oh, we got a clear shot, but Sultan might defend it. Yeah, hit it right over me. I don't remember when was the last time that happened, but I simply couldn't get there fast enough. Oh, alright, come on. Viper, you had a better angle. Oh, never mind. I don't know why exactly you are waiting there, but maybe you had something that in mind that I just didn't notice. Either way, if it's a goal, it's a goal. Okay, so we're up by 1, 21 seconds into the game, but as I have sadly experienced before, off-screen, starting out strong doesn't necessarily mean you will win. I have scored the first goal, or my team has scored the first goal, but then we don't do too well after that. Oh, I've got a straight shot. I better not choke this. Well, I choke it anyway. Because I find it really hard to stay straight when playing on keyboard and mouse. I mentioned that back in part 1. Like, due to the lack of a complete 360-degree rotation, like, I just don't know how to keep up a perfectly straight line with these WASD keys. Would I be playing better if I was on a, like a controller? Because you can plug Xbox controllers into your PC. Yeah, maybe I'd be doing better with that. It's the control scheme I used for years, but I'm a bit too lazy to try and set that up. I just like the convenience of keyboard and mouse. So, I didn't really think we were going to score there, but I wasn't exactly prepared for that defense. We really got to get it past them. I think that's a problem that me and my team have been experiencing. Like, whenever we have possession of the ball or have it on their side, we're not aggressive enough. Like, we hit it at a snail's pace, and that just gives them a perfect opportunity to defend it. Like that, I hit it right towards Outlaw, although they missed it, which is good. Alright, now I have 100% boost, and it's in the corner here. Seablock gonna hit that? Okay, I have a shot, but it's really slow. Yeah, I probably should have gone further back so that I could hit that with more gumption. Okay, but I'm gonna try and hit this back over to the corner without Outlaw hitting it first. Well, I kinda got screwed up by Outlaw bumping me there. See, right there. We can't just let them have it like that. But I'm gonna go all the way back here and grab boost. Alright. Will I be able to hit that? No. I guess I shouldn't have gone for that. But Viper's right there. Uh-oh, red team. No, it's heading that direction. None of them were facing the other way. Then again, I don't really know why they're doing suddenly so well at keeping the ball away from me when I'm right there. Goal! Goal. Well, right when I say that. But anyway, this has not recently happened off-screen. Usually, like, if I'm right at the ball, I can get to it first. The red team might be behind, but they have a solid defense here that we've managed to bypass. But we're not safe. Not by any means. No. None of us were in good position. Uh-oh, it's heading back our way. Okay, yeah, I figured I could get that, but... Oof, the red team's hit sent it towards our goal. Oh, whoa. That was a bad bump there, but at least I didn't get demolished. Oops, sorry, teammate. I didn't see your name. Well, that was a whiff. Should have been able to hit that. I don't know what you're doing there. Okay, well, there's a save. I might have been to the side there, but I was right there, so... Not that hard of a save. Oh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Okay. Was that an inevitable goal against us, or did I have time to, like, turn around there and hit it? Maybe I did, but that would have required a really fast reaction time. Okay, look, we might be only one goal ahead now, but we've certainly burned away a lot of time. They didn't score until well past the halfway point, so as long as we can do this... Oh, there we go! We answered right back. And now we're 2 goals ahead with just a minute and a half left. That might not be safe. They could still come back. But the fact that we did burn away so much time is always going to be really useful. I've definitely had other games like that in which we struggle to score, but as long as our defense is just a little bit better than theirs, then it should result in a win. Okay. At least the ball's going slow right now. Oh, there's something. There we go. That should be a really good cushion. At this point, I'm content to mostly just play goalie. Like, we don't need a 5th goal, as nice as it would be. What's more important is maintaining the lead and holding on to the win, so... Well, I need boost first, but... Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. See, yeah, I'm gonna stay back here and play as a goalkeeper just to make sure they don't mount an amazing comeback in 47 seconds, which, even if I was on offense, that's extremely unlikely, but I just want to do this. Alright, so good. We're keeping it away from here. Oh, I have to be prepared for that. I accidentally missed the big boost pad, but 29 should be enough. Save! Oh, by the way, one other achievement that I've been keeping an eye on is Ryder's Block, making 20 saves. I usually don't make saves very often, but with 3 in this game, that puts us closer to that achievement. I don't know how many saves I have in total. I forgot to check that when I was at the stats page, but maybe we will get that achievement in this episode? Who knows? I'm gonna get another one. Nice, 4 saves in a single game. I don't think I've ever done that before, and we also win with 4 goals. So there's a start. That's a good start. What would be extremely painfully ironic is if we were to lose all of the next 3 games, but I'm holding out hope. Also, look at that. I was indeed a defensive player here. No goals, no assists, but 4 saves, as I just mentioned, though I did get 1 shot on goal. Still, I think Viper is deserving to be the MVP, because no matter how good my defense was, if Viper didn't score all those goals, as well as C-Block's 1 goal, then we wouldn't have won. Pretty awesome game there. So let me take a short break here to mention more achievements. In addition to the ones we got from playing practice drills, we got 2 more from the last episode that I didn't mention. First off, there's Far, Far Away, driving a total of 50 kilometers. That one is another just keep playing and wait for it to happen. Then, we've also got All Fours, win a 4v4 game, which we did in part 4, the last one. I don't know how I completely forgot to mention this achievement when that's clearly what we were doing. Like, I just forgot this achievement was there for some reason. There's also Singles Club winning a 1v1 game, but I don't know when I'm gonna do a 1v1 game. Eventually, though. So how about we play a game at Aquadome? This one is anything but a normal grassy field. The fact that it's underwater is just so cool. Whoever came up with the idea for the stadium, I wish I could give you an award. Not today, Tex. So in the background of the stadium, you don't just see a whole bunch of water. You see wildlife, like fish and jellyfish, coral reefs, which are colored according to the teams. Like, we see a lot of red over here, and I'm not looking at it right now, but a lot of blue over there. Yeah, I figured Shepard would get that ball. I didn't need to go for it. But Sabretooth was right there, and I need boost. Yeah. I got suspicious that Tex was going to have a shot at that ball there, but I was able to hit it to the corner instead of towards our goal. Oh, nice, I got that. Who's on defense? Doesn't look like anyone, but there's time for them to line up. Oh, Cougar got it right past all three of them. Literally, the entire red team was there, but Tex knew what to do. Or actually, Cougar. Tex is on the red team, my mistake. Cougar's my teammate. That ball's going slow, but I'm waiting. There we go. There's no one on defense. Perfect opportunity. Well, there was no one on defense, but Shipper was going for it. Oh, there it is. Wow, 2 goals in under a minute. I don't think I've seen that happen in quite a while. So far, the red team has had barely any possession. Like, for how long has the ball been on our side of the field? Not a lot, that's for sure, but that's where it's going right now. I'm picking up a little bit of boost, but I can hit this away, except that I totally whiffed it the second time for today. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I didn't think that was gonna score. Maybe we're gonna do something here, though. We're all, like, fighting for the ball while going really slow. No one there to actually go for it. And nice, another save. Again, I need to check the stats to see how close we are to the Writer's Block achievement. This doesn't look good. Nah, it's going past the goal. Here, let me get that boost back. Nice, I stole it. I figured the red team player was gonna get it, unless they didn't need any. Shepard can get it. Nice. I think Shepard was at a better angle there than I was, like going faster, so more jump ability. Not really anything to do with angle, but I hope you get what I mean. Oh, there's a shark up there. You never really know with this stadium. If you look in the right corner there, you can see how there is even an audience in this stadium. I'm sure they all have to be wearing like underwater suits with oxygen tanks in them, but that didn't stop there from being an audience underwater. Right there. I didn't really have a good view before. But yeah. Can we score a 4th goal with nothing from them? Yeah. Oh, wow. So, I think I'm pretty sure what I did there is the ball wasn't gonna go in, but because I hit Tex, who was right at the ball, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure me hitting Tex is what caused it to go in there. And in fact, hitting your opponent into the goal as you score is an achievement. Although I can't help but be a little skeptical if that counted or not. I'm just gonna have to check the Epic Games page after this match. But either way, we are way ahead, and I'd really like to get a shutout, even though we have accomplished that at this point in soccer. I didn't mention it for whatever reason, but in that 4v4 game from the last episode, which went into overtime, and then we scored the only goal, of course that was a shutout, I guess it just didn't feel as impressive to me since the shutout was inevitable once the game went to overtime 0-0. I think if we accomplish this, then I'm gonna remember it a lot more. Oh, that's something. Okay. I still had enough power, even with no boost, to beat Sabretooth in the race to that ball. Maybe I should play goalie at this point. I don't know why I want a 6th goal. I'd really like to get a shutout, and that's more important to me than a 6th goal. So let me go over here. I have 20 boost. Is that going to be enough if the ball starts coming my way? Well, it's not coming my way right now, so I have time. Come on, blue team. Keep it over there. I have to watch for this. The ball might seem far away, but you never know how fast it could be coming at you when you are playing goalie. Oh, I should not have clipped the corner like that. No! That could have been an epic save right there, but I didn't have enough momentum or speed, and so I have just ruined the shutout. That is my fault, blue team. I mean, you may have let them gain possession, but it's mostly my fault for ruining the shutout. Maybe we'll score a 6th goal to kind of make up for it, though. Yeah, that was easy. I didn't even have to participate in it. One day, we'll do it. One day, we will hold the other team to 0 points without it going into overtime. I'm sure it'll happen at some point in this LP. Oh, that was coming at me. Is the ship gonna hit again? Another save. And that's gonna do it. So not only did I call myself a goalkeeper there, I get the accolade for it too. And I'm the MVP, how about that? Is this the first time I've been MVP in this entire Let's Play? Somehow I'm already forgetting that information. But I had one of everything except saves, so yeah, that'll do it. Even though Shepard had 3 goals, they didn't do anything else except the 3 shots, which were all the 3 goals. Scoring on all of your shots is really impressive, but the stats are what they are, the numbers are calculated the way that they are, so I'm the MVP. Let me check here. Did I get that achievement for bumping an opponent into the goal? Well, first off, I got trifecta, score a goal, save a shot, and assist a teammate in a single game. Well, yeah, as we just saw in the stats, that's exactly what I did, and I forgot this was an achievement. But it did not count me as getting a break shot, score a goal by hitting your opponent into the ball. That's what I thought I did, but I don't know what the criteria is. Halfway into this episode, we're definitely playing very well. A total of 9 goals for us to only 2 goals against us, 1 in each game. But will that translate into us winning 4 out of 4, or even 3 out of 4? That's something I'd be pretty satisfied with as well, given how much I've lost otherwise. With Rocket League, you really just never know what's going to change from game to game. I might have won a game 7-0, but then I go into the very next one and I struggle to a 3-4 loss. But anyway, for the next game, how about we go to the complete opposite of underwater, that being up in outer space. We have Starbase Arc right here. A starbase it precisely is. We're not just playing in some random dome out in the middle of nowhere, the black void of outer space. This is really some kind of space station with a full audience. They must be wearing astronaut gear. I don't know how you train them all to do that, but yeah, this stadium has a really big audience for being in outer space. You see all these structures, the buildings. I wonder what goes on here besides just Rocket League games. Like, do they conduct science at Starbase Arc? But anyway, goal. What you didn't get to see there was the goal celebration this stadium does. Not all of them have something unique. But if you remember back in part 1 with Champions Field, how they show the word goal on the big screen. In this stadium, they shoot out, like, star things, you know, little white blasts that make a lot of sense for a stadium of this theme, but because I was so close to the goal, and in fact inside of it, you did not get to see it. I should have been able to hit that. I totally missed it. Sultan, you're about to score an own goal. Traitor. You hit it right towards our goal and gave them a perfect opportunity. Traitor, dude. And I think I was messed up there by the demolish. It prevented me from seeing where I was going. But okay. 1-1 is not dangerous, especially with this much time left on the clock. Let's shake it off. I'm gonna play goalie for now. Yeah, Squall was right there, so I figured it was coming my way, but there's another save. I don't know how I'm getting so many saves. Maybe because I wasn't playing that much goalkeeper in earlier parts? Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Hey, yep, right there. They're actually shooting out red blasts, it seems. I don't really know what to think of how it shoots out the color of the team that just got scored on. You'd think it would shoot out blue so as to, like, embarrass them by putting our color on their side, and because we're the ones who scored. Like, I don't know why it does it in reverse from Champions Field. Oh. Nice, nice. We perfectly responded to their goal with 2 unanswered in a very short time. You know, the thing is, as much as I love this stadium, I haven't really played on it much. It would probably be my least played out of the regular selection. The stadiums that don't have, like, a really unique shape or a really special gimmick that affects the way you play, not just a goal celebration. Like, yeah, I haven't shown you any of those exotic stadiums yet, but that we are getting to them. That's one goal of this entire LP, is to play in every stadium that is out right now. It's also possible they could add more through free updates as we go along. What would be kind of disappointing but also funny is if I were to complete this and then they add a new stadium right after, so then you could say I haven't gotten 100%. But also, Rocket League content is most certainly... Darn it. But also, Rocket League content is most certainly going to continue after this LP. It's not a story-driven game in which once you've completed the entire thing, there's nothing left to do. Like, you could play this game forever and ever, so I'm just going to switch to different forms of it once this project is complete. We're up by 1 goal, but there's an opportunity. Nice, I got an assist. Also, I was incorrect in saying earlier that the colors of, like, the blasts after a goal are neutral and always white. They are not. They are color-coded. I just misremembered that they were white for some reason. Nice, Sultan. I was staying there just in case I needed to go for that ball, but I didn't. Always let your teammate do the work if they're the ones who can do it best. A perfect opportunity. Since I'm a little bit curved, it's not quite as hard. Okay. I almost choked that, because it was like pinching the wall. But it was still enough. I do find that if I have a wide open field like that, and I'm coming at the goal from an angle rather than straight ahead, it's easier for me to score it with keyboard, rather than... It's easier for me to score it with keyboard at that angle. Oh, there, can we get a 6th goal? Well, that was a really great opportunity, but it ultimately went too high because of the red team's defense. That might be something, though. Oh, it's like bouncing so close to it, but it's not going in. Also, I don't really feel like I need to play goalie here since I'm not trying to maintain a shutout. Like, yeah, they have enough time to mount a comeback, but I figured that since we have really good possession here, I'd like to try my best and get a 7th goal. But it looks like I might have to play goalie now. And I don't have any boost on top of that. It's not like I can just go over there and get some, though. Epic save. So there's another save from me. Maybe this will be called the save episode. Or the goalie episode, or defense episode. But either way, 7-2. 7 goals in 1 game is the milestone that I would say passes us from good to really good. Like 6 feels kind of benign to me, but 7 goals, I'm like, woo, that's a lot. And they only have 2. So that's just going to increase our goal percentage from 4-2 against. Even better. Not just in this episode, but in my overall stats too. Even if we lose the next game badly, we're going to have to be proud of these 3. Oh, 8th goal? 8? Nah. Close. Yeah. That was a fairly strange angle, but I managed to hit it anyway. Nah, that wasn't going too well. The red team really doesn't want us to score 8 goals, even though it's pretty much already over for them. Yeah, they'd rather not let us rub salt in the wound even more. I don't blame them for that. But 7-2 is quite good enough. Oh look, I got a slowpoke goal. Wow, Myrtle got 7 shots. So that certainly helped us win, even if not all of them resulted in goals. As for the red team, notice how Squall was doing most of the work. I mean, like, Gerwin had 2 saves and 2 shots, but otherwise, look at their overall scores. The other 2 were just not really getting anything done, and that's a losing recipe for sure. But if you look at us, 447 points is quite a lot, and yet I still finished 3rd with that. Really goes to show the amazing teamwork we had here. Can we keep that up in the last game of this episode? Alright, welcome to Salty Shores. So at the beginning of this video, I said that I was going back to the basics with the game settings I was using. Well, I did have something special planned for the last game, and that's what we're going to right now. You've probably noticed these mutator settings, something that we have not explored at all in this project. Well, since we're playing on the beach, how about we go to this ball type setting and choose beach ball. Soccer custom. That's the only mutator I'm going to use for now. But anyway, what exactly does making it a beach ball do? Well, it behaves like a beach ball. It has different mechanics. It's more floaty. And that's the essence of it, I would say. It also looks really nice. It's a rainbow. I haven't played with this ball type very much, but when I have, I think I've been pretty successful at it, winning most games. And yes, we are indeed playing Rocket League on the beach. Whatever these cars are powered by, they don't have any problem with the sand. They drive on it just as well as they do on grass. And, oh, I thought that was a goal. Ugh. Okay, but I have a lot of boost. If you like being on the beach, this would have to be one of the best Rocket League stadiums to attend a game at if the place were real. You'd be able to do beach stuff and be able to watch a sports game. I really love the background of the stadium, too. Like, in addition to the audience, it's got all these palm trees, it's got other beach attractions, there's buildings back there, there's a Ferris wheel, which I'm not looking at right now, but you'll see it later. There it is, over there. There's a roller coaster, or is there a Ferris wheel? There is one. Okay, I was just looking at the roller coaster side. But yeah, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, there's a lighthouse in the background, there's flags. It's just a really, really fun stadium. Oh, and we're getting scored on first this time. That ends our streak of first attack. It might not end our win streak, though, because we still have plenty of time, and I have not been playing too well right now. Overall, the beach ball doesn't really seem that much different. Like, you can tell how it's more floaty, or at least I can tell while playing. But it doesn't change the game so drastically that your skill would fail to translate. And there's a goal. So, it's really fun to play on if you don't really feel comfortable with the more exotic or harder mutators, but you want to do something a little bit different. I'd say the beach ball is the perfect first mutator to try, especially if you're on this stadium. I wanted that boost and it got taken. Casper was right there, perfect defense. Nothing to get, like, no reason why we would have scored there, but I'm gonna try and hit it. Okay. I didn't want it to go that way. Okay, but Salty hits it away, and yeah, Yuri sends it back, but I'm right there. Oh, this could go in. I need to go faster and get it above Slider. Okay, well, not necessarily above, but Slider's defense there was bad. I figured I was gonna get blocked there. Yeah, don't know what they were doing. Okay, I don't really know what Samara was doing there, going really slow with the ball, but I hit it way past, and now we have a scoring opportunity. Maybe I should have gone for that. Salty wasn't at the right angle, but I get it later. Alright, 3-1. I really want to get 4 out of 4 wins here. Never been able to do that so far while recording, and I came close in part 1, but barely lost the last game. That was pretty painful. And then since then, I just really haven't been able to win that much. Oh, I don't know why I was getting excited there. Didn't seem to be, like, really anything happening. Okay, Salty's right there to hit it back. Samara, no. Oh, but that is a perfectly straight hit right into the goal where the red team went off defense. They were there, but then they started driving out to play offense, and oh boy, was that a bad idea. Look at that. But 142 is enough time for them to score 3 goals. It's not likely, but I'm sure it's happened. Okay, so as long as the ball's staying over there, then I can just chill for the most part. But I do have to keep paying attention. Okay, so just because the ball is coming at me doesn't always mean I should go for it. I have to be careful to make sure that no opponents are right at the ball as well, in which case they could hit it. Like, there have been times where I drive out of the goal to go for the ball thinking I can save it, but then my opponent hits it above me. So, like, I've got to make sure there's enough separation between the ball, nice, and my opponent, basically. But it's pretty unlikely, not just pretty unlikely, but very unlikely that they're going to pull it off now. Really impressive just how well things have gone in this episode. We have won every game by a substantial margin. We're about to do so in this game, unless they get close right at the end. But this is just such a major turnaround from previous videos that it's almost hard to believe it's actually happening. I don't really think I've substantially tweaked any of my techniques. It's mostly just that the red team has not played as well, I think. In previous games, they were just really strong, and we didn't know what to do about them. Can we score a 6th goal before ending this off? I'll stay back here, but can you do it? Yes. 6-1. That's about as good as 7-2. In fact, it is as good in terms of split because it's a 5-goal split, but maybe 7-2 feels more impressive because you've scored more, even though they've scored more as well. I don't know. Which one do you find to be more exciting? But let's just let the ball go here. Oh, it's going to ride up the wall. It needs to hit the ground before the game can end, which can lead to some pretty wild 0-second stuff. And that's happened to me before, but nah, the game was over for the red team. Prodigy 4 goals, scorer 4 goals. Oh, wow, so I accomplished what, I forget the name, but another one of my teammates did in Aquadome, maybe? My short-term memory right now is not good, but I scored on all 4 of my shots. I don't remember when is the last time I did that. And I'm MVP with 613 points. Probably a record high in this Let's Play. For the red team, Slider gave it their all. 325 is not a bad score. In fact, that's more than Samara, part of the winning team. But 3 saves can't really do anything for you if your team is not scoring, which they weren't. Casper scored the only goal, and then look at Yuri. 76 points, 0, 0, 0, 0. You gotta love seeing that when it happens to an opponent. So, how many saves do I have in total? Did I get the Writer's Block achievement? Let's see. Saves, 11. Huh, only 11. That really just proves how few I was making in the 4 videos before this. Wow. I'm gonna have to count in editing how many I got here, but I figured it would be more than 11 in total. Interesting. But anyway, I've improved my win percentage to 63.2%, and yeah, that's good enough for now. It might not be where I want to be, but I just wanted to have a good session for once, and that's what I did. Oh hey, look at this. We also got the Brave the Elements achievement. Complete a match on wasted land under the sea and in outer space. When I was deciding what stadiums to play on for this video, I didn't even realize I was gonna get this. I did play on Wasteland in part 2. Yeah, part 2. But then I didn't even realize how under the sea and in outer space were the other 2 requirements for this one. And I just set up to play on Salty Shores. No, actually, Salty Shores not part of this. I set up to play on Aquadome and at Starbase Arc without even realizing this would happen. So, nice. At this point, we have 26% of the achievements, 23 out of 88. That's pretty good progress. Let's do a little bit of math here. Since we're at more than a quarter of the way to completion, just slightly more than a quarter, and this is part 5, that would suggest that we will be finished in part 20. Will it actually turn out that way, though? Well, I don't know. I can't really predict that, given that some achievements are really hard to get, like winning a game in which you were tied or trailing. Where's that one at? Yeah, minute to win it. That's going to be pretty hard to get. We also have score a goal while reversing. I don't know when I'll be able to do that. As well as Helen's Pride, score 6 goals in a single game. Given the amount of 6-goal games we've had in this episode, there's no way that means your team has to score that many. It means you have to score that many alone. Geez, that is gonna be hard. So yeah, there's a lot more to go over, but overall my point is I really don't know if part 20 will be the finale. I'm just gonna have to play it safe and say it will probably be a little more than that, given the difficulty of some of these achievements, as well as other stuff we want to do, like playing all the stadiums. I don't know how long that will take. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, here we are. With 4 matches completed and all of them ending in wins, this is where part 5 is going to end. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on part 6, where I think we're going to start playing online. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, that's all I wrote for this video. Player 4, turning off.